Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday. It is the first day of December. How is that even possible? Today is Bifocals at the Monitor Liberation Day. Today is Day Without Art Day. National Eat a Red Apple Day, which seems like a bizarre thing to celebrate. National Pie Day and Rosa Parks Day. All of those things happening on this Thursday. And it's a Thursday, which means we have a Dear John letter today as well. And our Dear John letter today is a guy who is wondering about maybe saying something to his younger brother about his new girlfriend. He thinks that he knows her. And dun, 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 she might be crazy. He's like, he doesn't even know if it's the same person. So, I'm pretty sure I know what Heidi's going to say, and I already know what I'm going to say, but you can certainly chime in with your advice. Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Thanks for listening on a Thursday.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Looks aren't everything, Heidi. Thank goodness. Otherwise, you'd never date somebody like me. You've heard the saying, but do you believe it? According to a survey of online dating service Match, the traits singles are looking for has very little to do with looks. The 5 qualities people are looking for in a potential partner ahead of looks are someone they can trust and confide in. 94% said that. Somebody who comfortably communicates their wants and needs, 92% said that. Somebody who is emotionally mature, 92%. Somebody who can make them laugh, 92%. And somebody who is comfortable with their own sexuality, 89%. So there you go. That is what people are looking for, even before looks, according to Match.com, if they know anything about this sort of thing, you know. So what do you think, Heidi? What are you looking for in a long-term mate?
I haven't decided yet. I'll let you know.
We've been married for 23 years almost. So, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that Earth can now be said to weigh about 6 ronograms? So instead of 60,000 yatograms, Jupiter can be described as having a mass of about 1.9 quetograms instead of 1.9 million yatograms. And an electron's weight is 1 rotonogram, or 0.001 yoctogram. You following all this?
Not even a little bit.
The ability to more succinctly describe the weight of our planet and the particles of our world came in at this month's General Conference on Weights and Measures in Paris. Scientists there agreed to introduce the rana, queta, and ronto as prefixes for the international system of units better known as the metric system. Rana, for example, now refers to the use of 27 zeros after a first digit. Earth weighs approximately 6 of those, by the way. They join in the more familiar prefixes like killa, mega, milla, and micro. So, you following any of this?
No.
All right. Well, I don't think we're going to have to weigh anything that weighs that much anyway, so we're probably fine. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Miley's New Year's Eve party coming back to NBC. This time, Miley Cyrus will have country icon Dolly Parton joining her on New Year's Eve, replacing Pete Davidson. Wait a minute, what? Last year,
tomato.
Last year, that Pete Davidson, you're like, who can we have that's almost exactly the same? How about Dolly Parton? The event is produced by Lauren Michaels, which is where Pete Davidson got involved last year. So, It happens on New Year's Eve, which is, I believe, December 31st this year. The Palm Springs International Film Awards announced that Kate Blanchett will receive a Desert Palm Achievement Award. That's pretty cool. And Harrison Ford goes back in time in the eagerly anticipated Indiana Jones 5. They used some digital program to make a kind of spooky, eerie-looking, younger Harrison Ford. And it kind of ties into the original movie, the very first one that he did. So if you're wondering when Indiana Jones 5 is going to come out, well, it's June 30th, 2023. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Better credit cards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Are you hosting family or friends from out of town for the festive season? Then plan to miss out on some holiday slumber. According to this, they found that hosting, whether it's a holiday party or holiday dinner, holiday whatever, you're going to lose about 2.5 hours of sleep per day when preparing to have company in your home.
No.
Once the guests arrive, don't necessarily get good sleep either. 75% say they feel compelled to go to bed and wake up the same time as their hosts. So the people who are visiting are like, oh, they get up early. I guess we got to get up early. Have you ever done that where you stay somewhere and your sleep schedule is completely different?
Oh, yeah.
I've done that where I remember like we got somewhere
and
late.
that I will agree with. The night of, if somebody's staying at your home,
yeah,
if they wake up early, you feel like, oh, great, now I got to get up.
But I remember one time, I
'Cause
think
they're
we
up.
were at your mom and dad's house. Anyway, I had been working late and then, drove a long way to get there. And I woke up and it was like hours after everybody else. Everybody else is dressed, showered, ready. I come out in my pajamas, my hair all messed up. And I'm like, how long you guys been up? You're like, well, it's noon. So we've been up a bit now, John. We've been up a bit. So, all right. One last thing here for the scoop of the day. COVID-19, almost 3 years ago, is when the pandemic-related word first came out, commonly used now as COVID-19. But denier is another word that's come out. COVID is another one. The most used words of 2022, the group tracks usage all over the internet to figure out what words get used the most. Texas-based analysts pulled together a list of 37 words in the English language. Vaccine, variant, pandemic, booster dose, lockdown, Omicron, Ukraine, those are all the top words. Climate change, global warming are also two top phrases. And right to life, and what else? Looks like that's not actually a word, that's more of a phrase. But those were the things that people were looking for the most on the internet, according to this. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
All right, this might quite possibly be the quickest and easiest answer ever for any Dear John letter ever. But I guess maybe we'll find out. Maybe Heidi and I disagree on this. But here we go. Dear John, my youngest brother has a girlfriend for the very first time. He's never been much of a ladies' man, but he found a beauty. They have been dating for about 3 months now. She was at a recent family get-together, and I recognized her as an ex-girlfriend of one of my classmates from college.
Oh.
I tried to see if I could bring up something to get on that topic, but when I mentioned the school, it seemed that the conversation changed. I've not reached out to my former classmate, but I seem to remember things ending poorly. He claimed that she was kind of crazy. I want to warn my brother, but I'm not even 100% sure this is the same girl. You know, she's like the same age and she has the same first name, but it's a common name for girls her age. Do I say something or do I just butt out? Thank
Stay
you, older
out
brother.
of it.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my answer too. We've got 4 minutes left.
The end.
Here's the thing that I would say. First of all, thank you for sending the letter. I really do appreciate that. If your brother likes this girl, even if it's the same girl, so we're going to go down both paths here. So let's pretend it's the same girl from whenever college was. Don't even know how long ago that was. But think about when you were in college. Are you the exact same person today that you were then?
Exactly.
Okay. Yes, no, probably not. No. Because most of us have this thing that we do called growing up. So even if it was the same person, and let's just say she was crazy, wink, wink, what was she crazy about? Maybe it was your friend that was crazy. But when she broke up with him, he was trying to cover her, and he's like, oh, yeah, she's crazy.
No, it's hard to say. I mean,
there's two sides to every story.
People change.
So, again, even if you called your friend, you find out, oh, that is her for sure, and oh, she's crazy. Just because your friend says that doesn't necessarily mean that is exactly what happened, because there's two sides to every story. Here's the thing that I would say. Let your brother and this girl write their own story. I mean, it has nothing to do with your friend, with whatever happened back in college, with any of that. Two completely different things. So whether it's the same girl, whether it's not the same girl, and like you said, could be somebody completely different. She kind of looks like this girl. She's got the same first name, but so do a whole bunch of other people that are about that age. I mean, I don't know if you're in the same exact area as this school. And it says that when you would bring up the school, the topic got changed, but that doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't say that she changed the topic. So if she did, you should have said that in a letter, but somebody did. And again, maybe if she had something in her past that she wasn't thrilled about, she just wanted to move on. I know there have been dumb things I've done in the past, and I would not want to be known for the rest of my life as the dumbest thing I've ever done. So if they broke up and she, thought that she loved your friend and didn't want to break up and acted some way that she's not proud of, who knows? Again, I have no idea what happened, but it's in the past, so it doesn't much matter. If you would like to chime in with advice, you can do that right now. Have you ever done that, Heidi? You ever break up with somebody and look back and go, maybe I didn't handle that very well? No?
No comment.
I saw the look on your face when I was going through all that stuff there.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep that to myself.
Yeah.
There's one in particular that I do feel very bad about.
Like,
yes.
I probably shouldn't have burned his car. No, I don't think you didn't do that, did you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long the arson charges last, but no, I would say, again, like Heidi said very succinctly, stay out of it. I mean, his question is, do I say something? Do I just butt out?
Butt out.
Butt out. I mean, there's nothing to say. I mean, first of all, it's none of your business.
None of your business.
Second of all, even if it is because you say, hey, I love my brother and I care about my brother, okay, sounds to me like, according to the letter, he hasn't had a whole lot of girlfriends. And if you mess up the one that he's, finally found somebody and you mess this up, he's not going to be thrilled with you. It's not like he's going to go, you know what, high five, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's not how it's going to end. So I would just butt out. Would you like to chime in? You can on our Facebook page. I've got the letter posted there, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show, which happens to be one of the ways you can submit your Dear John letter for next week. If you'd like to submit one there, or if you're not on Facebook and you're like, yeah, I don't do that anymore, you can still submit a Dear John letter right through our website, and that is johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When you're looking at someone you love, your pupils dilate. But when you're looking at somebody you hate, they also dilate. When Heidi looks at me, her pupils dilate. And her brow furls. And her teeth snarl. I think she loves me. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Scientists don't know what causes the shower curtain effect, where a shower curtain gets blown inward during a running shower. They don't know why that happens. I'm thinking it has something to do with the water. Just guessing, though. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Females are better than males at distinguishing colors, while males are better at tracking movement and moving objects and discerning details from a distance. So that's why Heidi always has these colors that I disagree with. She's like, it's called
And that's why you can
grayish.
always see a deer from like 20
Yeah.
miles away. You're like, hey,
You see that
there's
deer?
a deer.
She's like, where? I'm like,
No,
it's
I
2
didn't.
miles up on the right. And she's telling me about colors called grayish. I'm like, what's a combination of gray and beige? I'm like, that
it's white.
doesn't exist. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. 27% of women wish their partner had less of this. What is it? 27% of women wish their partner had less of this.
Body hair.
Yeah, chest hair.
Ah.
Yeah, good job. What are you trying to say? As she's handing me a razor. This is not working out for me. All right, Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. If you've got picky eaters at your table for the holidays, steer clear of the color red. I thought this was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. That's why it's our weird news today. As festive as red dishes are, and they make people feel festive apparently, but red dishware makes fussy eaters even less likely to eat a meal. This is from a University of Portsmouth study. Analysts there found the study participants' desire to eat potato chips was impacted by the color of bowl they were presented in. This was especially so among the pickiest of eaters, who claimed that the chips were either saltier in blue bowls or saltier in red bowls. Red bowls ranked last when it came to desirability of the potato chips. Does that seem weird to you?
A little bit, yeah.
Who are these people? They think that potato chips are too salty. I mean, I don't think my chips have ever been too salty. I'm like, I get some more salt for
I've
this.
had chips that are too salty.
I think it's really weird that they think that because that happened in this study with potato chips in those bowls, that's going to be the case for everybody on everything. So, I don't know. I disagree. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Time now for the list. We're going to play a fun little game of the Wise-Its, Heidi. I got a whole list of these. Might not even get through all of them
here
today.
we go.
You like these, don't you?
Oh, yes.
She doesn't like them at all. I like this one. Why is it when you see someone with their mouth open, singing or yelling, you don't yawn, but you do if they're yawning? Yeah. Why is that? I don't know.
Because a yawn is completely different than singing or yelling.
I'm getting ready to yawn right now just thinking about it. Why is it people with loud car sound systems never listen to good music? Ooh, shots fired. Why is it if you read a lot of books, you're considered well-read, but if you watch a lot of TV, you're not considered well-viewed? Yeah.
Okay.
Never thought of that. Did you ever think of that?
No.
All right. And our final why is it for today. Why is it when a lawyer writes 10,000 word document, they call it a brief?
That's a good question.
Probably shouldn't be called a brief. They should call it something else. Several little things, that we got to call the Wise-Its. It's the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. 3 quotes today from Jon Stewart. First one: the internet is just a world of passing around notes in a classroom. That's kind of what it is.
Pretty much.
Another one. Fatherhood is great because you can ruin somebody from scratch. And the final quote from Jon Stewart. You have to remember one thing about the will of the people. It wasn't that long ago we were swept away by the Macarena.
That is true.
Several quotes today, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Our annual update, by the way, we've talked about this several years in a row now. A grandmother and a man she accidentally texted spent their seventh Thanksgiving together.
I love this so
for those
much.
of you who don't know anything about this, Jamal Hinton confirmed on social media that he did spend another Thanksgiving with Wanda Dench. That back in 2016, she was texting her grandson, inviting him to Thanksgiving, but she had a digit wrong, and she accidentally sent a message to this guy. And she said, Thanksgiving's at my house. Let me know if you're coming. Hope to see you. Of course, that includes Amanda and Justin. And he's like, who's that? And she's like, this is your grandma. And he goes, can I have a picture? Of who? And he said, of you. And then she sent a picture. And he goes, yeah, that. You're not my grandma. And he sent a picture. And he goes, hey, can I still get a plate, though? And she goes, of course you can. That's what grandmas do. We feed everyone. And he showed up. And now it's been 7 years and counting.
I love that he actually showed up.
I think it's really cool.
Fantastic.
Now, I got to tell you, my beautiful bride right over here, Heidi, you guys know her from the John and Heidi Show. She's Heidi. She likes to get text messages that don't belong to her.
Yes, I do.
But she's not quite as nice as the grandma here. She messes with people for a long, long time. And my favorite was somebody who thought that she was texting her sister.
And
it was Heidi. And Heidi was, for the longest time, she was just being ridiculous. And this lady's like, ha ha, and then she said...
So her sister must have been awesome because she assumed that I was just her sister messing with her.
Yeah, and then she's like, okay, you need to understand I don't really have a sister. And this lady's like,
She's like, ha ha,
me
whatever.
neither. Ha, ha.
Yeah, me either.
And then she finally...
And she invited me to go dress shopping for her prom, which was super cool.
She's like, I'll go dress shopping with you, but I'm not your sister. And then the lady...
And I was going to go. And... I was like, okay, where you at? Because I was out shopping. I was like, where you at? I'm coming.
My sister's here. Leave me alone,
weirdo.
weirdo.
She quit responding. She was like, okay, yeah, I figured out you're not really...
All right. I got a link to this good news story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.